I am here with you now, my child. This moment, this message finding you is not by chance. It is intended just for you. I look upon you not to judge, but with a deep, steady love that never changes. Know this, my precious one. Something important is happening that you cannot yet see. Circumstances are changing in ways not visible to you, and this time matters. Perhaps you feel calm because trouble hasn't shown itself openly. But because I know all things, I see what lies just before you. A difficult situation is being arranged. Someone is watching you closely. They hide what they truly want. Their outward behavior is not real. It's put on, not coming from true care, but from wanting to trick you. They mistakenly believe you don't know what they're doing. They see your nature and think you are weak. They imagine you stand by yourself, yet I am present with you, my beloved. I didn't bring you this far to leave you by yourself. That gentle feeling you had earlier today, the moment you stopped without knowing why, that feeling of holding back you couldn't understand, the time your inner self felt a gentle push, that was me guiding you. My soft direction keeping you from a way that holds trouble you can't see. What looks good to you right now might seem inviting. That idea presented, that talk, that sudden offer to join something. Yes, even the return of someone you know, appearing so friendly and good. But I see past how it looks on the outside. I see what they are hiding, what they truly want, why they are doing it. Don't let them fool you, my child. Being close to those who mean you harm can hurt the good part of you. What drives people inside can be hard to figure out and can trick you. Not easy for anyone to completely understand. But I know exactly what is in a person's heart. Right now, don't just depend on what you think or what you can see. Put your trust in things you cannot see. Go forward trusting, not just based on how things look. I am telling you, strongly, my cherished child, to trust what you feel inside, even when what you see doesn't show it. Do you feel it? That movement within you, how the truth of these words feels right inside you. That feeling that you already knew this, even if you don't know why. If you are hearing this, it is not by accident. Know this. I see your trust. I know where you are going. Your heart is open to me. You are not on this walk by yourself. My protection is all around you like a strong shield. I am guiding you with my voice right now. Don't move ahead unless you are sure. The one who is talking to you now is the same one who has kept you safe from trouble in the past. This is not only a warning, it is a call to be fully aware. Listen closely. Sometimes trickery doesn't shout, it comes softly. It doesn't look like something holding you back. It comes wrapped in things that seem nice. It is hidden inside soft words and ideas that seem helpful. My beloved child, I see precisely how this is unfolding near you. I see how compliments are used to cover up what they really want, how nice words are quietly used to try and steer you, how they ask things of you with such kindness that you might feel bad for wanting to stay away. But hear me now. I am not silent. My spirit is working right now to keep safe the good things and the reason I made you. Perhaps you have been unsure of yourself, asking yourself about what you first felt, thinking you are reacting too strongly, being too careful, or suspecting things without reason. But that feeling of not being settled inside you, that moment you stopped within yourself, it doesn't come from being afraid or suspecting things without cause. It is your inner knowing, a sensing from me rising up inside you. I am talking to you through that feeling of being unsettled, through the way things suddenly didn't feel normal, through that quiet, steady urge inside you. What others might call worry, I call a clear sign. When something looks right on the outside but feels wrong inside you, your ability to know what is true inside becomes more important than what you see with your eyes. This difficult situation being set up for you is not about your body. It touches how you feel, what you think, and your inner self. It is made to make you feel tied down by what you think you should do, not truly free. It wants you to think that saying yes means you are faithful, and saying no means you only care about yourself. This is not true, my child. It is an old lie that tries to trick you into thinking something bad will make you see clearly, but it really takes things away from you. And now that same voice trying to trick you is speaking again, but today it seems kind, showing itself as an opportunity or even real caring. Don't let yourself be tricked. Being close to people who are not good for you can hurt the good part of you. Some people come near you with secret plans. They might say things that sound right, but what they truly want is not good. You're not just making this up. You are not feeling things too much. You are facing a challenge for your inner self, showing up in a way that feels like an easy answer or a good fix. Many who stay near me feel this when they are tired. And yes, my beloved one, I see that you are weary. You have continued on. You have gone through hard times by yourself. You have sent up quiet requests that seemed like no one heard. Because of your deep weariness, the thought of finding security at last, of another's support, is very appealing. This is why this difficult situation has been made to look like a place to rest. But just because something feels peaceful on the outside doesn't mean it has real peace inside. There is a way that looks right, but in the end, it leads away from true living. You might think, but they seem honest. The trickiest deceptions often come not from strangers, but from those who have been close to you but were never true. Some come near you not because they truly care, but to gain from your goodness, your strength, your inner self. They know exactly the right words to use. They have watched you carefully. They know what makes you let your guard down. But I didn't just give you a heart that feels for others. I also gave you an inner self ready for hard things. This is not just about this moment, this decision, this one time. It is about keeping safe the future I have been getting ready for you with a purpose. I have put something inside you meant to grow into something that lasts, something that will help others. This is why the one who stands against me is afraid of you moving ahead. This is why the way he likes to work against you most is by pulling your attention away. Not to completely ruin you, my cherished child, but to keep your time filled with things that look important, but take you off the way I have for you. If he cannot defeat you straight on, he will try to fill your time and strength with things that stop you from moving forward. This is exactly how many people stray from the way I planned for them. Not by one big mistake, but by many small agreements that look like kindness, opportunities, or connections with people. When you connect yourself to things that do not come from me, the space for your true liberty begins to narrow. This doesn't happen all at once, but slowly, little by little, until you might one day find yourself in a life that feels strange, with a silence where your inner knowing used to be, and the light inside you grown faint. But I am not finished with you, my beloved one. I did not call you to feel nothing. I did not set you apart to be controlled or used by others. I planned for you to have gladness, clear sight, and inner strength. For real freedom. Stay firm, my child. Do not pick up the heavy loads you have put down. Let this moment be when you remember the truth of who I made you to be. Take back the part of your heart you gave to those who never truly cared for it. Choose now to walk guided by my plan for you, not by what others demand. I've been showing you things all around you, my precious child. The thoughts that stay with you, the patterns you keep noticing, the talks that just do not feel right. These are not random events. They are my care surrounding you. The same hand that led Moses away from empty promises is guiding you now. So, my cherished one, if these words feel true to you right now, do not turn away. Do not dismiss them. Let your inner spirit awaken. Reject what is false. Guard the path I have prepared for your future. You were made for something important. You have options, you are remembered, you are not behind schedule, and you are certainly not too late. False claims have echoed around you for a considerable time, voiced loudly by the world, murmured by your own fears, and repeated by those who fail to understand the journey I am guiding you upon. But I, who am above all, know it fully. I see every moment you thought was lost, every stop you saw as a failure, every turn that made you question yourself. And from where I stand, none of it lacked purpose. Not a single moment has been wasted. While others rushed along paths that twisted, I was carefully making your way ready with purpose, with layers of my kindness, with timing no person could hurry. But now, my beloved, there is a place you could stumble. It doesn't look dangerous, but it calls to you. It presents as a way that looks correct, a voice that sounds pleasing, an opening that appears to be the very answer you have awaited. Yet it does not come from me. My spirit does not. Confirm it. It brings no peace, and the quiet worry you feel inside when you think of it, that is your caution. Listen with your spirit, because truth often comes as a quiet knowing, not a loud announcement. There is someone who says you are special, yet their words hold both respect and bitterness. They see the light I have placed within you, but they do not wish to help it grow. They want to hold it back. Someone has entered your life offering aid, claiming understanding, pledging support. But what they genuinely seek is access. Access to your core, your strength, your inner quiet. And they are careful not to show you their real aim, because the truth would make you leave. But I, your God, have always revealed the truth to you, even when it was difficult to hear. I speak simply because my love does not trick you. It signifies freedom, even if that involves letting go of comfort. Even if it calls you to move away from a person or circumstance you felt necessary for existence. Because my love for you does not allow harm, it saves you from it. Difficulty comes to those who call what hurts them good, and what is good harmful, who show darkness as light and light as darkness. You might be tempted to miss the signs because you are tired, my beloved child. And I see that. I know how long you have held on to hope with weary hands, how often you have asked, when will my time come? And the one who stands against you knows this tiredness too. That is why this trap looks like what you long for most. It seems like a promise, but it is a cage. If you fail to heed the quiet inner prompting now, you might awaken later having achieved what you sought, yet feeling utterly separate from your own spirit. This is how the one who opposes you works. He does not always take by force. Sometimes he draws you away with things that feel good. He does not always break down walls. Occasionally, he waits for you to open the way when you feel isolated or weary or concerned you might miss something important. You too are being tested, my child. Not to show if you are worthy, but to show where your trust truly rests. Do you lean on my voice more than the quick feeling of being liked? Do you believe I can bless you without asking you to give up what is right? Or are you willing to trade what I have planned for your future for comfort right now? Those who are wise see danger coming and find safety. But those who do not think ahead keep going and face the results. If you feel pushed to hurry, to say yes quickly, to take something before you are ready, that is a clear sign. My good gifts do not bring worry. They do not ask you to hide the light I gave you, leave your inner calm, or ignore the deep knowing inside you. I will never ask you to go against the spirit I placed within you, so you don't miss what is meant for you. If others will not speak truth to you, I will. Not to cause pain, but to heal. Not to shame, but to secure. Not to diminish what is good, but to safeguard what is holy. Your intended purpose, the grace I have bestowed, your future. Perhaps you don't completely understand what I am doing in this moment, but later you will look back and be deeply thankful for what I prevented. So, pause, breathe, ask. I am not hidden from you. I am here, waiting for you to quiet your pace so you can sense my presence. Let me guide your steps. Before you learn a hard lesson from straying off course, I care for you too deeply to watch you stumble into something that looks good, but is actually a trap. You don't need a sudden loud sign to know things are changing. Sometimes the signal is just a subtle shift in the air, a gentle tension you feel inside. By the same token, you do not need external evidence to rely on what your heart already senses. That feeling of unease is not a sign you are failing to understand. It is a message from above, seeking your attention. That unease you feel, that pause, that quiet inner signal that things are not right, that is not fear, my precious child. That is my spirit speaking to you, calling out to you, urging you to listen closely before you move ahead. You have been taught to doubt your inner knowing, to question that quiet voice within, because it isn't always loud or strictly logical. But I do not always communicate with a shout. Sometimes my guidance comes as a gentle feeling. Sometimes my protection arrives as a sense of caution. And now, my beloved, I am asking you not to dismiss that quiet discomfort simply because it doesn't arrive with fanfare. My child, true wisdom grows over time, with practice. It is like learning to sense the subtle shifts, knowing when something is not right, long before it causes pain. You don't need a full breakdown to see that a path is not meant for you. You have indeed grown, my beloved child. You can sense the change in the atmosphere, feel the true intent behind someone's words before their actions show it. Yet I see you pause, asking yourself, what if I am mistaken? And I gently ask you in return, what if you are seeing clearly? What if that deep feeling, that sense of caution, is not just simple doubt, but a sacred pause I have placed there for you? You are not the person you were just a few years ago. You have walked through difficult times, faced deep hurts, and these experiences have sharpened your ability to perceive my quiet guidance. Stop pushing ahead just because others say it is time. Stop agreeing to things simply to avoid upsetting someone. Do not silence your inner knowing to spare others' feelings. I did not call you to live to satisfy others. I called you to guard the peace I have given you. And this peace is not something extra you might hope for. It is a clear sign from me. Turn away from what is harmful and do what is good. Actively seek out peace and follow where it leads. If the path before you stirs up deep unease, worry, or confusion, then stop. That difficult feeling is your answer. Do not be so quick to try and fix every situation that you forget I already hold the perfect plan. Do not be so eager to make everyone around you comfortable that you quiet the guidance I have placed within your heart. You were not brought into being to be swayed and controlled by the emotions of others. You were created to carry my very presence, and my presence is always free from heavy burdens or demands. Release yourself from the grip of guilt. Release yourself from worry that pretends to be important action. Release yourself from requests that feel like duties you must fulfill. What comes from me does not arrive in a rush of panic. It arrives in a quiet sense of my nearness. The one who opposes me seeks out those with generous hearts and gentle spirits. He enjoys disguising snares within roles that seem good, like being the one who smooths things over or always assists. But his true aim is to draw you into situations where your boundaries are blurred, your own voice is lost, and your inner strength is slowly drained away. Do you truly believe the full life I intend for you is found in places where you must plead just to be seen? Do you think the path I have set for you is tied to being in settings where your value is only measured by how much you give while remaining unnoticed? No, my cherished one, that is not your truth. That is not the purpose I have for you. And yet, these kinds of traps seldom appear clearly at first. They begin quietly. Perhaps a word of praise that leaves you feeling unsettled, a chance that appeals to an old wound, an offer that sounds good but asks you to quiet the inner voice I have given you. It begins with a single agreement that doesn't feel right deep inside. And before you realize it, you find yourself caught once more, asking how you return to this difficult place. But not this time, my beloved. This time you will pay attention to that quiet, inner knowing. This time you will choose to pause not because you are uncertain, but because you are choosing wisdom. In this instance you will state, I require time to think, and you will genuinely intend it. You will no longer allow the feeling of pressure to dictate your steps. And when you make that clear statement about your needs, those who genuinely care for you will understand. But those whose true aim was to use you will reveal their real intentions. This is the gift found in the pause. It brings to light what urgency attempts to hide. One who is careful sees potential trouble ahead and takes steps to avoid it. But one who is thoughtless rushes forward without seeing and faces the outcome. Do not walk forward without seeing, my child. You have already endured much difficulty. You have wept in private places, questioning your own worth because of how someone treated the goodness within you. But I saw every tear you shed. I heard every silent cry of your heart. And I am not willing for you to enter another place that demands you diminish who you are simply to receive acceptance. A sense of ease is not the same as my peace. Being used to something is not a sign that it is right for you. Should your inner self feel troubled or restless, that is sufficient confirmation. The clarity I have given you does not require approval from another source. You already hold the knowing within you. So, breathe deeply, my child. Ease your hurried steps, my child. Listen carefully for my personal whisper meant just for you. Don't let urgency rush you past my right moment. Your security rests in pausing. Your clear sight comes in quietness. Your inner power grows in patient waiting. Be still in my presence and wait with steady trust for me. There were times you had to loosen ties with those your heart still clung to. Chapters of your life closed even as your spirit wished they would remain open. You began again feeling utterly empty, with only your trust in me and hands that shook. And yet, my beloved child, you remain here, standing tall, still breathing, still carrying the light I placed within you. And there is something vital you must understand, something that might surprise your weary heart. Nothing you went through was wasted. Not a single tear you shed, not a solitary night you felt abandoned, not one difficult parting. I was present for every moment, not simply observing your pain, but working with a clear intention. every instance of deep hurt. Every night you wept into your pillow asking me, "Why is this happening again?" Zrania was woven into something sacred. I used those moments. I used them to dismantle structures that needed to fall away. I used them to build strength deep within you where you once felt fragile. I employed those moments to broaden your inner understanding, to sharpen your spirit's sensitivity, to ready you for what remained unseen. You are not weak because you experience emotions deeply. You are not fragile because you continue to care for others. That is not a flaw. It is a sign of your true resilience. You chose to keep extending love, even when it brought you pain, even when it was not returned, even when it left you feeling drained. And that kind of persistent love is not easily broken. That is the strength found in my kingdom. But now, my cherished child, I am inviting you to turn that same capacity for love towards yourself. Not from a place of pride, but from a place of sacred safeguarding. You are no longer the person you once were, and because of this growth, you do not have to keep repeating the same challenging experiences. Not this time, my beloved. Have you begun to notice the repeating pattern? Different individuals appear, but the same cycle unfolds. You give generously. You offer support. You attempt to make things right. You explain your heart over and over, only to be left feeling empty and confused. This isn't random chance. There is an opposing influence at work. This force has studied your inner being. It sees your tender spirit and aims to twist it into a vulnerability. It knows your deep wish to bring comfort and mending. So it directs people towards you who seem in need of aid, when their actual aim is to gain dominance over you. But now I am stepping into this situation to alter the course. You are not assigned the role of fixing what is broken in others. That is my domain. You were never intended to carry loads not meant for your shoulders. Your worth is not found in propping up those who struggle. You already possess immense value, my beloved one. You are already deeply loved. You are already more than enough. You do not have to prove the goodness of your heart by sacrificing the peace I have given you. Some situations arrive disguised by a false sense of immediate need. These things that seem like duties or obligations are often just diversions, meant to pull your attention away, consume your moments, and wear down your spirit, my child. They can appear helpful, like they serve a purpose, but I am now showing you the truth behind them. You are starting to see clearly, my beloved child. My spirit is revealing the ways you have been led astray. And yes, some people are fully aware of what they are doing. They test your limits little by little. They offer just enough connection to keep you emotionally involved, but never the honest truth that would set you free. They nurture your hope, but starve your inner quiet. And still you have wondered quietly, perhaps if I just give more love, perhaps if I am just more patient. But love does not grow from worry, my child. True love does not require you to doubt your own knowing to keep it alive. That is not love if it insists you remain quiet. That is not love if it causes you to feel small, bewildered, or less than you are. That is not from me. That is control. And I am putting an end to that pattern now. A change is happening in the unseen realm, even if your everyday world hasn't caught up yet. The entanglement is being undone. The falsehood is being exposed. You are being set free, quietly, powerfully, and without needing permission from those who benefited from your silence before. Your time, your energy, your inner self. These are not things to be given away carelessly. They are precious, my beloved one. They are sacred ground, and not everyone is meant to have access to them. You are not obligated to explain to anyone why you protect your inner quiet. That is not being selfish, my child. That is wisdom. That is growth. This is the fruit of all your tears, all your losses, all the challenging seasons you felt would destroy you. You have tried doing it the other way. You have given too much, explained too much, forgiven too much. And where did that leave you? Drained, uncertain, diminished. But not this time, my precious child. This time you will choose from a place of inner knowing, not from fear. In this instance, you will step back, not out of resentment, but because your peace is more important than the views of others. This time, your quietness will come from strength, not from fear. Not everyone deserves your engagement, and I will honor your restraint. Yes, there is a good outcome when you follow my leading. Indeed, a blessing awaits you beyond your act of courage. I am not just changing your path. I am restoring who you are, my child. I am turning your sadness into strength, your difficulties into a foundation, your weariness into understanding. What was taken will be given back. What was broken will be made whole. I am your true sustenance. I am enough, and I am your source. With me, you will never lack for peace, for clear understanding, for love that supports you instead of draining you. I am the light that shines in every dark place, and I am lighting your way now, my cherished one. Prior to taking your next step, allow this truth to find a deep resting place within your spirit, my child. The hard things you meet now aren't just random troubles. They show that the unseen world sees you. The darkness knows who you truly are. I have put my hand on you. You face these tests not because you are fragile, but because you are stepping up. There's a quality in you that makes those who resist truth feel uneasy. This isn't because of your past, but because of who you are growing to be with me. None of this is happening without reason. It isn't random chance. This time is important. It is also part of my will, because I often bring you through resistance just before I ask you to move into a new place with me. My precious child, this is your time, not to give way to the weight you feel, but to let it make you stronger. This difficult season isn't a consequence for something you did wrong. It is getting you ready. When things feel like they are breaking down, I am actually making you more solid than before. You feel a growing weight because the abilities I put inside you are becoming active. You have been through enough hard things that you won't be easily tricked by how things look right now. This is why you can now sense truth more clearly. This is why you won't give up your inner quiet easily anymore. And it's why your spirit draws back when it feels something false hiding behind nice words. I am making your inner knowing plain and strong, my child. I am teaching you to listen for my still voice even before difficulties appear. What you used to think was just worrying is actually your inner sense of things getting stronger than the world's noise, what others expect, or your own worries. And I am showing you that being quiet inside isn't doing nothing. It's stepping into the place where you belong. You don't have to jump at every chance, explain every choice you make, or run after every opportunity that shows up. Things that pull you away can seem good on the outside, but they can stop you from getting the truly good things I have for you. Be careful not to think that feeling hurried means you are following my plan, or that feeling forced is the same as walking with me. I lead you in peace, not with a heavy hand. My spirit is quiet, firm, and easy to understand. When I speak, it brings a calm knowing, not mixed up thoughts. You have lived through enough now to tell the difference, my child. You have spent time with people who left you feeling tired and empty. You stayed in situations where you had to hide who you really are just so things would seem okay. But even after all that, you have come through, my precious child. You aren't bitter, but you understand more. You aren't shut down, but you see things plainly. This is a sign that I have been with you through it all. You didn't just make it through. You became stronger. You gained wisdom. You saw the same things happen more than once. And finally, you began to ask the important questions. Why does this keep showing up? Why do I feel this way when I am with certain people? Why do I feel less like who I am, less sure of myself after we talk? The reason is this. The part of you I made knows when it is not being treated with truth. There are those who do well when you aren't sure of yourself. Test all relationships against my love. Love is patient, kind, and does not seek its own way. Feeling forced to stay isn't from me. What seems like caring can be a way to hold you back. What looks like being strong might just be you being forced to stay quiet. But I am taking away these false ways of looking at things now, my beloved. I am calling you to be truly free, my child. A place where you are not required to plead for understanding or strive to have your voice heard. A place where you don't think putting yourself last is the same as being humble. A place where being loved doesn't mean you lose yourself. I am making something new happen inside you, my child, not just in the world around you. I am showing you what real strength looks like. Strength isn't measured by how many hard things you can carry without anyone seeing it. Strength right now is shown by how quickly you listen to me, how clearly you see what is true, and how strongly you protect the quiet in your spirit. You don't need other people to agree with what I have already shown you to be true. You don't need to get permission from those who aren't meant to walk this path with me. You don't need to keep returning to things I have already told you to let go of. You won't find my help by holding on to what was. The good things I have for you come when you let go. I am softly leading you away from things that seemed safe, but caused you pain. I am pulling you away from people who seemed loyal, but made you feel afraid. I am guiding you away from what was familiar, but kept your spirit from being free. Yes, it is true that you can feel alone, my child. But even that feeling serves a purpose in what I am doing. I let the quiet settle around you, my child, so you would stop looking for answers in the noise of other people's ideas. I brought this time of stopping so you would finally ask me, "Is this how you are speaking to me, Lord?" I brought you to a quiet place, my beloved one, not because I was unhappy with you, but to keep you safe. The way ahead of you is set apart for my purpose. You cannot walk it while holding on to old ways of thinking, hurts that haven't healed, or past pains that still bother you. You cannot step into this new season holding on to the things that tried to break you before. The new beginnings I am getting ready for you, my precious child, aren't just ways for you to get ahead. They are chances for you to truly know yourself in a new way. You will soon see who you are when you aren't just trying to get by, when you aren't acting for others' praise, and when you don't always need to show you are good enough or be liked by everyone. You are not the same person who started this walk with me, my cherished one, and you will not go back to being that person. Not now, not ever. A deep quiet is coming over your life. It is a space between what is finished and what is coming next. And in that quiet place, I am speaking to you. Not with loud sounds, but in a way that you will know it is me. I am softly saying your name, my beloved child. I am reminding you that I have always been looking after you, always showing you the way, always getting things ready for you. Everything that seemed lost to you, everything that left your life, everything that felt confusing or didn't make sense, All of it has been leading you right here to this moment. This is the time when things are being made right. This is the time for you to feel complete again. This is your way back, my child. Not just back to the path I have set out for you, but back to a deep, quiet peace inside you. When the challenges come again, as they surely will, trying to draw you back with the same familiar patterns, the same distractions, the same false promises dressed up as truth, you will not be caught. You will remember the difficult times, the nights you cried out to me, the instances you chose my way when giving in seemed easier. You will recall how far I have led you and who brought you here. You will know that just because something appears before you does not mean it is from me. You will feel that quiet inner knowing once more, soft but strong. And this time, my beloved one, you will listen right away. So pause now and take a breath. Your spirit has waited a while to release its hold. Let the grip of what is past loosen. Let the noise around you fade. Allow my subtle direction to become more prominent than all fear, all pressure, all calls for your focus. You do not need to chase after what is already yours. You do not need to struggle to make finished what I have already settled. You do not need to shrink yourself to fit into spaces I never designed for you. There is a specific place for you, my child, one that only you can fill. But to step into it, you must continue onward, not rushing, not worrying, just trusting me. You are not lagging. You are not late. You are right where you need to be for what I am preparing. Rely on the steady pace of inner calm. Rely on the clear understanding that comes in stillness. Lean on me, the one who has never released you, not for a moment. Now, my cherished one, as these words settle within you, receive them not just as insight, but as guidance for living. What benefit is it to simply know truth if it stays only in your thoughts and never shapes what you do, how you live each day, even in the simple moments? I gave you the ability to discern, not just to think about things. I gave it to you so you would act. This isn't just about changing how you feel, my beloved. It's a sacred call to change how you walk in the world. You have heard what is true. Now you must live it out. Let it be how you are known. Because knowledge you don't live by becomes a heavy burden. But when you live by it, that is where you find true freedom. So how do you take this truth with you from this moment forward? Start by being honest. With me, with yourself, with everyone around you. Spend quiet time with me and ask, show me where I have given up my inner peace for something that felt easier. Don't fear what I show you. When I bring things to light, it is always to heal and make whole. Start paying attention to the parts of your life that regularly leave you drained, unclear, or feeling less than you are. Write it down if that helps you see it clearly. Watch your inner strength just as you would watch over what you own. Notice what lessens your happiness, clouds your thoughts, or makes you forget who I say you are. Then ask yourself, why do I keep going back to the things that take from me? I am calling you to care for yourself with intention, my child, not just your belongings or your plans, but the space within you. For your heart, your thoughts, your peace. These are riches far exceeding anything physical you possess. This isn't about being selfish. This is about growing in your walk with me. Guarding your peace isn't leaving others behind, my precious one. It's choosing to walk with me. I never created you to be all things to all people. You must be willing to let people be disappointed if it means doing what I ask. That is the real price of walking the path I have laid out for you. That is the focused path, the way you used to see yourself that no longer serves you. I am bringing something fresh, but I will not put what is new into old ways of being. The old thoughts cannot hold the next good thing I have for you. The old actions cannot carry the new favor I am bringing. And so it must fall away. You must be willing to let go of what helped you get by before, so you can fully step into the life I designed for you to thrive in. And don't lose heart when you feel alone. Being set apart often comes before I lift you higher. So, if you feel the sense of being different from others, be strong, my child. You are not losing where you belong. You are being placed exactly where I need you. What feels like something taken away is truly me keeping you safe. Sometimes, my child, what feels like waiting is simply me making the path ready for you. And when things feel like they are falling apart, know that I am creating space for the good things I have planned for you. Let this time be when you finally turn away from anything that made you question your value. Let this be the moment you truly grasp that you do not need anyone's approval to guard your inner peace. Stop feeling you have to explain why you choose to listen to my quiet leading instead of what others think. I didn't call you to simply go along with everyone, my precious child. I called you to walk near me. Walking with me will require things from you. Perhaps how others view you, how you use your time, or the company you keep. Yet there is a part of you that nothing in this world can ever take away.